This is like the complete opposite of what my dad and my friends have been telling me to do. I'm hoping y'all do not recognize where I'm walking right now. I might cut a lot of this out, we'll see. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany, Bajan Princess Brittany here, and today I want to talk about the clean girl aesthetic. I'm sure you've all seen it. If you've scrolled on your phone, going down your Instagram or TikTok feed, you see a very pretty woman with an aspirational, expensive looking athleisure outfit. She's got chic and minimalist looking jewelry, glossy looking lips and skin, and a very pulled together slicked back bun, with or without a claw clip, but we'll get to that later. You wonder, is this really what the girls are looking like right now? Do I need to be giving off this vibe? I'm just here to inform you what this trend is all about, where it potentially came from, what implications it has on our society, and I will be testing out this trend myself to show you that it's not as effortless and clean as it is made out to be. So join me today on a deep dive into the clean girl aesthetic and follow me as I go through a rigorous, and let me tell you, it's rigorous, morning routine. I'm sure if you don't know, you are wondering what exactly is a clean girl. And I promise you I won't be doing these air quotes for the whole video. That's just for now. According to ChatGPT, the clean girl aesthetic is a style trend that became widely popular around 2021 through 2022, especially on TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest. It's rooted in a minimalist, polished, effortless, but put together look that emphasizes natural beauty, simplicity, and a healthy, almost aspirational lifestyle. Here are some key factors of the clean girl aesthetic. So it's 90s minimalism, model off-duty looks, and if you think of the models that are off-duty, like Hailey Bieber, Kendall Jenner, and Bella Hadid. Classic beauty standards associated with being polished or low effort, but still highly curated. What are these standards, you may ask? Clear, glowing, blemish-free skin, which I do not have these days. Symmetrical facial features, slim but toned body, straight, smooth hair, often styled in a neat kind of look like a slick back bun, as I mentioned earlier. Minimal, natural makeup, even though achieving this natural makeup takes a lot of work. Just overall, a well-groomed but effortless appearance. As I was doing my research for this video, I did stumble across a lot of criticisms of the clean girl aesthetic. I took them specifically from an article from the website Birdie in 2022. Some of the criticisms of this movement is that it's classist. Having this clean girl aesthetic look is pretty pricey. It's the Lululemon girls, it's the Pilates girls, it's the girls that could afford to go and get high-end makeup to get that kind of like effortless makeup look. It's the skincare girls, and we all know that Drunk Elephant is not cheap, and they always emphasize having your nails done all the time, and as you can see, my nails are pretty janky right now. This whole aesthetic just requires a lot of time. And when you think about the people who have the time to really curate their looks to this extent, it's the people who already have successful careers that have flexible time to get these beauty treatments and go to these expensive workout classes. The people who could afford the expensive Lululemon and other athleisure wear. These are the people who aren't working crazy hours just to make ends meet. They're comfortable. It's a stay-at-home wife, a stay-at-home mom, even though we'll get to the next aspect of this. It is ageist. This is a Gen Z and probably now Gen Alpha, who are the preteens right now, children and preteens. This is their wheelhouse. This is their trend. I don't see many people over the age of 30 doing this aesthetic. Also, the ideal look for this trend is fresh-faced and youthful, with a high emphasis on skincare to keep your face looking fresh and young and with a lack of wrinkles. So you're paying all that money for that Drunk Elephant skincare because you don't want to look old. You don't want to look like life has impacted you yet, apparently. Another criticism that I personally have with this movement is that it's fat phobic. This aesthetic has a very big emphasis on wellness, which is a nice way of putting thinness. I have yet to see a fat girl embracing this aesthetic. Have you seen any plus size clean girls? Let me know their ats in the comments because I'm curious. I want to know like how they are achieving this look. The popular girls who embody this aesthetic on social media, we see them, right? They're the Pilates girls, the yoga girls. They talk about having thigh gaps and having visible collarbones and neck bones. Another criticism of this movement is that it is racist. The Birdie article named Selena Gomez and Zoe Kravitz as as two of the people of color POC clean girls. Let's be real, Selena Gomez is, even though she is Latina, she is white passing, she has very light skin. Zoe Kravitz, she is pretty light skinned as well for a black woman, and she does have more European type features. Social media has generally accepted that the clean girls are usually white girls. I have seen some black creators try to put their own spin on the clean girl aesthetic. However, it is generally known that it's not a black girl or other person of color type of aesthetic, that the white girls are the ones that pioneered this, which is ironic because another criticism of the clean girl movement is that black girls and Latinas have been doing these kind of aesthetics. We all know black and Latina women from back in the 90s and the 80s to have like slick back bun hairstyles, gold hoops. It is interesting how this movement has just taken those aesthetics that were associated with the black and Latina community and kind of turned it into a more like polished version of whiteness. As a black plus size woman with kinky, coily, 4C hair, as you can see here that I have slicked back into my clip-in ponytail, I usually have a very maximalist, colorful aesthetic, and I'll insert some pictures of my Disney style somewhere around here so you could see what I'm usually working with on Instagram. But you could tell from my shirt, I'm wearing a Storm X-Men shirt from Cakeworthy. Shout out to Cakeworthy, I love them. I am wearing fandom clothing, which is usually very colorful, very maximalist, very not neutral, clean girl friendly. This is the antithesis of what I usually look like. I thought it would be a fun idea to kind of try on a different aesthetic for once. I follow this creator on Instagram and her name is Aura Samantha Whittier. Definitely give her a follow if you're interested in her content. She shares these really cute kind of aesthetic looking posts where she talks about wellness, self-care, how to be more productive with your time, how to stop scrolling so mindlessly on social media, even though, let's be real, I found her while I was scrolling mindlessly on social media. These posts just generally inspire people to glow up, to level up their lives, to do better, to be more productive, and to just girl boss and get things done. So that content kind of resonated with me, right? Because, you know, as a small business owner, as someone who is really working hard to pivot careers, someone who has a lot of things to do, a lot of time to manage in order to reach my goals, it was very inspirational to see this creator put out these posts to remind myself of the things that I should be doing. Also, she looks like a person of color. I'm not sure what exactly, like what race or ethnicity she is. She definitely does not give off the stereotypical clean girl look in terms of light skin or straight hair, but she looks gorgeous though. Like, definitely check her out. And as a disclaimer, I'm not shading this creator, but she did put out a post that kind of was like, huh, it made me think a little bit. Basically, she posted a that girl. She didn't say clean girl specifically, but she said a that girl morning routine. It kind of piqued my interest because I was saying, huh, she's posting all of these things about being productive, being efficient with your time, being healthy, focusing on wellness. And I said, you know what? Is this actually the clean girl aesthetic? Is this a clean girl thing? Because we've been seeing a big influx in morning routines recently. I'm not sure if you've come across the Ashton Hall video, but basically it's a black male fitness creator who does this really ridiculous morning routine where he gets up at like 3 in the morning and he shows himself getting ready to go and do like a super intense workout. He puts on like a Rolex and a Van Cleef bracelet and he goes and like sprints like crazy on a treadmill, and then he comes back and he does like a shower. All of this is happening before the sun rises, y'all. Like, it's a wild routine. He goes back to his apartment and he like dunks his face in ice cold Saratoga bottled water, which I've never heard of that brand before him, but it seems like it's expensive because it's in like a fancy kind of bottle. He dunks his face several times in the Saratoga water, then he rubs his face with a banana peel, and he just does all of this weird crazy stuff for this morning routine. Seeing how this creator Aura Samantha Whittier put out this morning routine for a that girl person, I want to feel like that girl. So does that mean that if I do this morning routine, is that gonna make me glow up? Is that gonna make me level up my lifestyle? I was curious, so I challenged myself to try it out. So that's the whole experiment. Is this a good thing to do in practice, or is it just cute in theory? Is it a fun thing to post on social media that you don't really take it seriously? That is my challenge for this video. If this type of pop culture related exploration is interesting to you, I invite you to follow along with me. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a like. Leave me a comment about another social media pop culture trend that you would like me to explore in the future. So let's get into this whole it girl, that girl, clean girl morning routine. You wake up at 6 a.m., you make your bed, you drink herbal tea and 8 ounces of water. You go for a sunlight walk outside for 20 minutes. You do Pilates or some sort of movement exercise for 30 minutes. You shower and get ready. You go through your morning skincare routine. You make a healthy breakfast or smoothie. You eat your breakfast. Then you journal / plan your day for 10 minutes. You walk after breakfast or do chores. Then you start your work and you work in 45-minute blocks with 15-minute break. No social media before 9 a.m. And that's hard for me, y'all. I don't know about you, but when I wake up first thing in the morning, or if I wake up in the middle of the night even, like if I have to get up to use the bathroom or something happens, I usually like check my phone. I check my phone and I look at Instagram or YouTube or something to see like if something happened. I didn't realize that was bad. I guess I am addicted. Maybe I do need this kind of routine structure detox. So that's the routine that I'm gonna try to follow tomorrow. Let me see what other guidelines Samantha Whittier gave. She gives some morning journal prompts. What am I grateful for today? What are my top priorities for the day? How can I set a positive intention for the day ahead? What small actions can I take today to move closer to my goals? How can I practice self-care and nourish my mind, body, and soul today? What thoughts or emotions are present for me right now? And how can I acknowledge and work with them? So those are pretty good journal prompts, actually. That's something that I kind of want to do. And that's not necessarily a clean girl thing, but I think that is a really good thing to put into practice for your real life, which is why I was drawn to this account in the first place. She suggests to make time for self-care, skincare, supplements, protein breakfast, and sunlight, which are all things that are good. Your skincare routine, so it should have an optional gentle cleanser, a hydrating toner, a brightening serum, moisturizer, sunscreen SPF 50+, which all of those things are definitely important, especially the sunscreen. Black people watching this, if you aren't already, please integrate a sunscreen into your routine because we need it too. We've got to protect this melanin, right? Right. Oral care is also very important in this morning routine. You do a tongue scrape, you do a floss, you brush your teeth, and you use mouthwash. So it's pretty good, making sure you don't go around with bad breath. Like, what's wrong with that, right? On its face, it sounds pretty good. She suggests a YouTube video about morning Pilates, wake up and feel energized. She also says that the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. So that's definitely a trend that I'm seeing on social media a lot. And I know like a lot of other people talk about this when it comes to like men and the manosphere and how all the men are like red pilled now. Their morning routines are also pretty intense. It's interesting seeing it for like a woman's perspective. So she has another slide that says, get started on your 3 priority tasks and work through them to completion. Focus blocks of 45 minutes and 15 minutes of break. That actually makes a lot of sense. I have tried to work in focus blocks like this when it comes to coding or editing my videos, and I have the hardest time doing these focus blocks. Yeah, her last post is, and of course this is what all social media influencers are doing nowadays, comment guide below and I'll DM you the link to the free It Girl Bible, a 30-page PDF to help you level up your life. And she also has like a whole cute graphic here with an It Girl Bible. She's got some lips, someone like putting gloss on these already glossy lips. She's got a MacBook with like really aesthetic pictures on it. She's got a makeup bag with, what brands are these? Are these expensive brands? Yes, she has Tower 28, very Gen Z coded, as well as Rare Beauty, brands that I've never heard of. What is Saie? S-A-I-E? I've never heard of that brand. So comment down below if you've heard of this brand and if is it good? Do I need to be exploring this? I don't know. Do they have shades for me? Can they cover this dark skin? Please let me know. And they have a Dior blush in there. So it's definitely very Gen Z, clean girl, Gen Alpha coded. They all think that this is like super aspirational, this type of skincare and makeup. I see why this is popular. This post got 2,346 likes. Yeah, people actually are commenting for the guide. And what does the caption say? She gives additional advice. She says, here's a breakdown of an ideal morning routine to take inspiration from. And then she has a cute little like bow emoji and a blueberry emoji. Where's with Gen Z these days and blueberries? That's another question that I have, but maybe that's something we'll explore in another video. These are the activities that I prioritize each day to feel my best. Your life equals your routines. Interesting. At least 30 grams of protein in breakfast, 10-minute walk outside for sunlight, skincare and getting dressed, no social media for 60 minutes, and then it also has journaling / creating a to-do list, which I do feel is very important, especially creating that to-do list, just giving yourself intentions to focus on that day. That actually does make a lot of sense. In addition to all of that, she says comment guide below and I'll DM you the link to the free It Girl Bible. That's the routine I'm following. This is the inspiration. I invite you to follow this creator, Ara Samantha Whittier, on Instagram. I don't know what other platforms she uses, but follow her and check her out because I think a lot of her content is pretty useful. It's good to give you like great intentions for your day. However, I don't know about this morning routine and I'm gonna try it out. Let's talk about how much preparation it's taking me to make sure that this morning routine is successful tomorrow. This is 100% not effortless. My disclaimer is also, and I know I'm not supposed to say disclaimer, Amy, sorry, that's my bestie who called me out and said I give too many disclaimers, but it is the truth. Like, I have to let y'all know what's real and what's not real, right? This was not 100% effortless because as a content creator, and I'm showing y'all this process that I'm going through tomorrow morning, I have to think about where I'm setting up my camera, where I'm setting up my tripod. Is the lighting right? Is it gonna look good on camera? Is it gonna show me at my best? Am I gonna be accidentally flashing y'all? Am I gonna be accidentally showing my house? Like, I do have to think about this from a creative standpoint, kind of curate it in a way that's gonna be interesting for y'all to see. And I don't think that the normal person who's going to be doing this routine on a day-to-day basis is gonna be sharing such a curated view of it. They don't have to think about camera angles or anything like that. So that is one thing to definitely keep in mind, that I'm gonna be doing this as someone who is sharing it with people. If I was doing this on a day-to-day basis, I wouldn't totally be sharing this and I wouldn't have to care about setup, lighting, all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. I got the idea for this video on April the 23rd when Ara Samantha Whittier posted this, and I happened to be scrolling on Instagram and saw it. So today is April the 29th and I will be filming this routine on April 30th. It has taken me all this time to really conceptualize this idea, get product for it. I will insert a clip here with that. All right, y'all, hello from the van. So I am preparing for my clean girl routine, or was it that girl routine video. So I'm on my way to go to Ulta because I need to get an accessory for my hair that's clean girl approved, and I also need to get something from Trader Joe's. Even though I was freaking there yesterday, I wasn't even thinking about it, but like, I kind of want to get some green juice because I'm supposed to have like a clean girl breakfast, and because I'm getting up at freaking 6 in the morning to do this it girl routine, I can't really make a smoothie in the house. Like, I would wake up everyone. That's horrible. Like, I remember I lived with my mom and my aunt. It would be terrible if I'm like firing up the blender at 6 in the morning. So I'm gonna get like a pre-made green juice and drink that with my breakfast, and hopefully I pass the clean girl vibe check. All right, y'all, so I ran into Trader Joe's real quick and got this very green 100% juice smoothie. So they say it's a blend of banana, mango, kiwi purees with apple and pineapple juice, green foods, and other added ingredients. So what is the green foods? I actually probably should have checked this before. What in here is green? Okay, they have like spirulina. Sure, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I will put it here. And I need to figure out what that is. But then they have like a greens blend, which is broccoli, spinach, barley grass, ginger, blue-green algae, parsley, and garlic. so I'm really drinking this nasty thing, and I think this was $2.99. Let me make sure I get the price right. I have the receipt right here. What was this? Yeah, this was $2.99. So I'm kind of worried that this is gonna be nasty and this is gonna ruin my day tomorrow, but we're gonna see. Yes, I'm back. So yes, I had to go and do that stuff to prepare for this video. However, I also do think a normal person who is doing this routine still has to be pretty intentional about their time. You have to wake up early, you know, getting up at 6 a.m., making breakfast. You have to have stuff here. You're not going to be running out to the grocery store at 6 a.m. to get things to have this high protein breakfast. So there's some sort of prep involved with that. Now, I did practice my clean girl makeup look. Spoiler alert, this is the makeup look that I'm going to be trying to achieve tomorrow after I come back, take my shower, and do my skincare. The hair style is another thing that I tried to practice and it was a complete fail. Ideally, I will not be wearing tomorrow. We will see how that turns out. But I did kind of practice another look with a claw clip, and I'm hoping that that will look good when I actually try to do it tomorrow. One big thing that I need to prep for tomorrow are my outfits. A workout outfit as well as an outfit to wear after I take my shower and decide to go and work. I wanted to try to choose a very cute Crowned Athletics outfit. I don't think it fits the clean girl aesthetic, y'all. Crowned Athletics isn't clean girl approved, and y'all know I love Crowned Athletics. Shout out to Crowned Athletics. They've shown me so much love over the past few years. I love working with them as an influencer, and if you're interested in this brand at all, definitely use my code Bajan Princess Brittany during checkout to get a little bit of discount and support me. Thank you so much. Shameless plug, sorry about that. That's my go-to workout gear. However, it does not fit the clean girl aesthetic because according to ChatGPT, the clean girl fashion aesthetic is as follows. You wear simple gold jewelry, thin hoops, dainty necklaces, and minimalist rings with claw clips. As I mentioned, claw clips are a big trendy thing with the clean girls right now. My jewelry kind of sort of passes. I feel like this is a dainty necklace, right? And it's real gold too. And then my hoops, I think these might be a little bit too ornate for the clean girl, so I will switch to simpler hoops because I think these, if you could kind of see, have like some little details on them. Minimalist outfits, so it's basics like white tank tops, oversized button-down shirts, high-waisted jeans, structured blazers, and matching loungewear sets. This is the thing, I have some of these pieces, but they also don't work for the clean girl aesthetic because when I choose things with color. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be working with a pair of high-waisted jeans. I call them my Gen Z jeans because I bought them to kind of fit in with the trends more. I mean, I'm a millennial. I was wearing skinny jeans and I decided to get this one pair of Gen Z jeans, and I think that they should work for this assignment. They're high-waisted American Eagle jeans, and I have the white terry half zip shirt or top. It was part of the Stony Clover X Target collection from a couple years ago. My mom had this top that she never wore, so it is pristine, it is white, and it still has the tags on. So I think that that could kind of work for clean girl. It has a gold zip, which is good, but it has like a little like rainbow tassel on it, so I don't know if that goes for clean girl, but that's the best that I could do for my work outfit because I don't think I have anything else that fits this aesthetic, y'all. I mean, I do have white tank tops, but they're not ones that I would wear just by themselves. I don't have white button down oversized shirts either. I have plaid ones, but I don't have white ones. Structured blazers are something that I just never like to wear. Spoiler alert, I have big boobs. Wait, am I gonna get in trouble for saying boobs? I am a large chested lady. And structured blazers were never meant for me, so I'm not gonna be wearing that either. And I think I have to kind of go through my athletic wear drawer to find something that's a little bit more clean girl approved. I really want to wear my Crowned Athletics fit though. I was gonna wear my Tiana set at first, but that's like a really like vibrant green, and I don't think that that fits with the aesthetic. See how much you really have to be thinking about this stuff? This is too much. Monochromatic or neutral color palettes is definitely a clean girl staple. So white, beige, black, olive, or like muted tones. I do not have muted anything in my closet. That is not my journey. Look at this vibrant purple with storm on the front. All right, y'all, so I had fully talked myself out of doing this because I was like, I don't want to get up. I'm so tired.
It is 6:34 in the morning, and you know what? I said, even though it's 30 minutes late, I'm gonna just try it and try to see if I could get this done. So let's do it. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oreo is so confused right now because I don't usually get up this early. Sorry, boy. Okay, got my socks on, my shoes are downstairs. Let me drink some water to hydrate myself at first. I'm supposed to drink 8 ounces of water, 8 ounces of herbal tea. I don't know if I'm measuring that precisely, but I'm just gonna drink some water for now. So refreshing. Okay, let's head downstairs and head to the gym. Let's be real, y'all. I technically already failed this challenge because I was supposed to start at 6 and it is currently 6:53. So what happened, I didn't want to say it too loudly in my house because other people live there, is that I woke up at 4 in the morning because that's what happens to me a lot of the times. I have to get up at 4 to use the bathroom. And at that point I was like, it's dark as heck outside. I don't want to be getting up and going to Planet Fitness, like not the nicest gym, at 6 in the morning, because like right now I'm seeing someone sleeping outside of a building outside of Planet Fitness right now. Like it might not have been the safest thing to be out here in the dark, but you know what, 30 minutes later this does kind of work out because, well, more than 30 minutes because it's 6:54. This does kind of work out a little bit better for me because at least it's not dark outside. It's not dark AF. I'm gonna go in and try to do this workout, and I will try to show you as much as I can. So this might be a fail, but then it also might not be a fail. Let me drink some more water. All right, let's do this. All right, I think I'm gonna do the treadmill for a little bit, but I'm gonna stretch first. Gonna do my favorite weight machine. Let me clean it real quick. There's no good way to record me doing this one, so I'm doing it one-handed. And honestly, like, there's a whole clean girl in here right now. Like, she's dressed the part, she's got her Stanley. Let me not say this too loud, but she's doing like the Pilates. So it's real, y'all. Like, this is actually a thing that's happening. All right, I made it back to my car. I already feel super productive. I could see why some people are really attracted to this type of thing, you know, getting up super early in the morning, going to the gym. I definitely feel, I mean, I'm tired, but I also do feel pretty like strong, like doing this first thing in the morning. So I can definitely see how there's merit to this. You know, I wasn't alone at the gym. It wasn't full like how it is in the evenings, but there were some people in there. There were quite a few people in there getting their thing done before work, and it was a wide variety of people. It wasn't just like super muscle fitness guys. There were older people, there were younger people, there were folks that looked like my age just doing their thing. There was one girl who looked like a clean girl. I mentioned that while I was in the gym, but she had on, this was a black girl, by the way, which was pretty interesting too. This trend isn't like totally targeted for us. It's more of like 90s beauty standards, but this was a very thin girl. She had on a matching brown set, so her color aesthetic kind of worked. It was like a brown set with like pink accents. She had her matching Stanley tumbler. She had on either a wig or a weave that was straight textured. You know, she looked good. She definitely like fit in with the aesthetic, especially with that Stanley tumbler that she was walking with. And she was also kind of doing like more Pilates-esque type of exercises. I mean, obviously I was in Planet Fitness. It's not the fanciest gym. I actually want to quit, but that's a whole different story. Like, I've been talking about quitting Planet Fitness and moving to somewhere else. She was doing what she was doing in there. She had her weights and she was in her little space doing her thing. I respected it. I probably should have been doing something like that to fit the whole clean girl vibe of like using your own weights and doing like more Pilates type things. But y'all, I don't know. All right, y'all, so I'm back in my house. Apparently Oreo was freaking out because I left early. This is way earlier than when I get up and feed him and take him outside. So I figured he would just go back to bed and sleep. Apparently not. He got mad and barked a lot and woke up my mom. I don't know if he woke up my aunt, but I had to like come in and rush and feed him so he would shut up. I started boiling my egg because I'm gonna have an egg. I'm gonna have the green juice from Trader Joe's. And I think I might have some oatmeal. I feel like that's a lot. I don't usually eat that much for breakfast when I'm just like doing a regular day, like on the go. We'll see how this turns out. I did take out the trash and I've been trying to do some light cleaning in here, even though I don't really want to because it's not my mess that's in here because the kitchen is messy. My mom returned from Barbados less than a week ago and now the house is like a tornado came through it. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I think I am gonna just make this breakfast real quick, eat it, and then go on my sunlight walk and then take a shower and get ready for the rest of the day. So this is the green juice that I'm drinking. It's the Very Green 100% smoothie from Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna be drinking this. I've got some peaches and cream instant oatmeal from HEB. I know this probably isn't like the most protein rich or whatever, but I have the eggs still on the stove because I like my eggs hard boiled. So I'm gonna try to make this real quick. We've got the oatmeal in here. Wait, let me shake up my almond milk. Just gonna pour some milk in. And I'm eyeballing this honestly because I think I probably put too much, but I'm not doing any like crazy science. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for I think 2 minutes and it should be good to go. I've got my breakfast ready and it's not very glamorous. I've got my oatmeal here. I've got my juice as I showed y'all. And I've got a boiled egg that went through hell because when I tried to take the shell off, it just would not cooperate. Usually I'm so much better at this, but because of the pressure of filming, because I'm in a rush, I've got time constraints, this is the best I could do. And I've got 3 strawberries, so I've got some salt and pepper on the side for my egg. So let me eat this real quick. All right, so it's 8:07 a.m. and I'm walking in my neighborhood. I'm gonna walk 10 minutes in one direction and then 10 minutes back. There's already like a ton of people just like out and about in the neighborhood. There's like kids waiting for the bus. There's people taking their own walks. Yeah, it's time to jump in the shower and do the whole get ready portion of this morning routine. All right, so I just got out of the shower. I did my usual body care routine, meaning my lotion, my body oil. I just put on this outfit and it's a hell no. I mean, I still have to do my hair and my makeup, but this is an absolute hell no. This top is way too hot. Remember, it's May 1st in Houston, Texas. There's no way that I could survive wearing this today. So I'm gonna have to find another basic clean girl type top to wear because this is not gonna work for me. Not at all. So they did say a plain tank top will work. I do not love this at all. I don't love this. I'm gonna see what I can do, but honestly, time is running out because I'm supposed to be like technically journaling and working right now. I don't know, I don't like how the length of this tank top goes with like the height of this pants. So I definitely need to find something else that's gonna make me feel a lot more confident, but we're gonna work with this for now. All right, so obviously I gave up on the look, but my hair and makeup are done. Let me switch to selfie mode so you can see it a little bit better. Yes, my hair. I don't know if you could see the little claw clip in there, but this was the best slick back that I could do in the time constraints. It's already past 9:30, which I think is fair because I started after 6:30. So, I mean, this is kind of the allotted time. I didn't do the journaling though, so I still need to the journaling / goal setting for today. I still need to do that, but honestly, I'm about to commute to my coffee shop to go and work because y'all know I usually work in there. I mean, this was kind of a fail, but then it also wasn't a fail because I feel like the workout exercise part and the eating breakfast part was not too bad of a fail. It was the makeup, oh, not the makeup. The makeup wasn't a fail. It was the outfit and the hair. Honestly, I hate the hair because y'all know I usually clip on my little bun, my curly afro clip in. So I feel like I have no hair on my head. Like, I mean, sure, maybe this is cute, but it's not that cute to me. Just the whole like outfit aesthetic part just doesn't work for me. I had to go with Disney. I had to. This is my Disney clean girl. Anyway, let me get ready and head out. Wow, I feel tired actually. I won't lie to you. It is 10:31 a.m. Well, it didn't actually say that you start work at 9. It said no social media by 9, but I kind of got the vibe that it was saying to have all this stuff done before 9. I don't know. I did finish my makeup and hair and all that kind of stuff by 9:30, which I think kind of was in the time frame because I started at 6:30 instead of 6. It did kind of line up, but at the same time, I still haven't done the journaling, and I think that's the only thing I'm missing is just the journaling. My thoughts right now as of 10:30, I don't know how I'm gonna feel later. I'm kind of tired. I feel like I've done a lot. My exhaustion is also because I'm not used to this routine, right? So obviously like we have to account for the fact that this is not my normal thing. Getting up, going to the gym, I already exercised basically twice and I feel good. Like I don't feel bad, but I feel like, whew, I already lived a lot of this day today already. At least on the bright side, I'm going to my typical coffee shop that I go to. It's even better because my friend is joining me. Amy's joining me. She's visiting from New York and I'm so excited to spend some time with her. Even though we're both supposed to be working, I'm just glad that I will have a familiar face in the coffee shop with me. Yeah, I did like the gym part. I did like the walk part, but the thing I think that threw me off was the getting ready part, the shower part, because I'm a shower at night type of person. And that saves me a lot of time in the morning. And I don't usually do a full face of makeup in the morning either. And I usually have my hair routine down a certain kind of way too. So this is definitely something that will take a learning curve. If this is something for you that you want to do, definitely give it some time, because maybe, you know, if I decided to commit to this for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, I would get into a routine that makes more sense for me. But right now, obviously the outfit was a fail. I just don't have the right pieces for a clean girl look. Honestly, Houston is really hot. I think if I were to do like a neutral all white kind of outfit, if I had something more in line with the aesthetic, I mean, maybe I would have felt better about what I was looking like, but I just was not a fan at all. I went to my default, a Spirit jersey, and I decided to put on some shorts because it's getting hot outside. It's currently 80 degrees and I think it's gonna be in the high 80s today, which is not so bad for Houston, but it's gonna get worse from here. I do think that the influencer, creator, YouTuber of it all kind of like interfered with it too, because as I was saying before in my lead up to this is extra curated. Obviously, like, I'm making content with this. I had to make sure that y'all saw what I was doing. That part took a lot of time. The setting up the tripod, the making sure I record things, the making sure I check in. That definitely helped me stay off of social media before 9 o'clock, which was great. I think the people who actually do these kind of routines in their lives, they're doing it and they're not recording it. So maybe that helps them. You still have to be super prepared. You still have to be super curated in terms of like outfit, makeup, all that kind of stuff. Is this just an influencer trend? Let me know in the comments. Are you a real person who does these kind of morning routines? Does this resonate with regular people who are not creators, who are not influencers? But I don't think this is the journey for me. I think I'm more productive when I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I just throw my clothes on because I've showered the night before. I do my skincare, I do my hair, I do whatever makeup if I feel like doing makeup, but most of the time I don't. And I just like get my breakfast and go out the door. I am not great at slicking down my hair, especially when I recently washed it. So I washed my hair yesterday and I kind of did like a wash and go type of style that was also a fail. I think I've mentioned many times on this channel that I am not good at doing my own hair. That's still a journey that I'm trying to figure out. My hair is not completely slicked down to the best of anyone's ability, because I know there's some black girls out here that are slicking down their 4C hair and it looks amazing. Mine is not like that. I still have a lot of texture in it and I feel a little bit self-conscious going out with my hair like this. The claw clip thing is cute, but I also wish that I just had more hair to make the claw clip thing look good. And not to say that I don't have a lot of hair. I do have a lot of hair. I love the idea of this claw clip thing. I love the idea of me not adding hair to my look today, but I do also feel not as attractive because I don't have my bun in. I don't feel like, I like to look at myself and see hair. So with my hair like slicked back like this with no extensions in it, I don't feel like I look that great. I'm not seeing what I look like on the side right now, and maybe during editing, maybe this looks good and I just can't see it because I'm looking into a mirror. I'm not seeing it from a different vantage point. Clean girl, why did I do this to myself? Hello everyone, it is May 14th. Obviously this is editing me. I've kind of sat on this video for quite a while because after I shot it, I'd started to wonder if whether I was being too harsh on the creator who came up with this morning routine, if I was being too harsh on the clean girl aesthetic, the lifestyle, the fact that certain people wake up super early to get a lot of things done. And the last thing I wanted to do was come on and be super negative, super judgmental over life choices that people make. I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's experience because I know that we all have different modes of operating. We have different things that we value and that we like. I didn't want to come on here and yuck anyone's yum. I was wondering, is this video worth posting? Anyway, after sitting on this for a few weeks, I went back and I watched what I created before. And I watched my routine, and I do definitely think that I still want to share this perspective. Like, I think it's valid because the reason why I went into this project in the first place is to let people know that whatever their journey is, it is okay. I know for me, I'm a person who wakes up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I still get all of my stuff done. I know people who wake up at noon, at 1 p.m. and they stay up super late into the wee hours of the morning and they still get their stuff done. I know people who wake up super early and they still get their stuff done. I think as long as you are willing to wake up at whatever time you want to, but as long as you're willing to put in the energy into being productive, as long as you set goals and you work hard to achieve them, I think that your experience is valid. I'm not trying to tell you that waking up super early means that you're a more productive member of society. And I'm also not trying to say that the people who wake up early are being super overzealous either. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I think that we as people, as individuals, we know what works for us the best. I feel like if I had given this morning routine maybe like a month or 2 months of me diligently doing this every single day, really like embracing this lifestyle, this routine, maybe I would have felt empowered by it. But since this was just one day that I tried it, I woke up early, I changed my whole routine. I think that's why I was so exhausted, because spoiler alert, I didn't show you guys when I was at the coffee shop working on that day, May 1st, because I met up with Amy that day. Me and my friend Amy sat and we kind of co-worked together at the coffee shop. So I was a little bit distracted catching up with my friend and also getting my stuff done. When I was done at the coffee shop that day, I know for sure I went home and laid down because I was super tired from waking up at 6:30 in the morning, which is understandable because that's not my normal thing that I do, right? I'm definitely not shading the creator who came up with this. I'm not shading anyone who does this, but at the end of the day, I know that this morning routine and this aesthetic is not for me. I did have a fun time trying it out and seeing, trying like a different way of doing things for a day. Like that was a pretty novel experience. I want to try different things and different aesthetics and different lifestyles to see how I feel. And if you guys have any suggestions for that, definitely let me know down in the comments. Let me know in the comments, what time do you wake up in the morning and do you feel fulfilled in your life? Are you a 6 a.m. person? Are you an 8 a.m. person? Are you a 12 noon person? Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing, magical day and I will see you on the next video. Bye!